Hey, it's Jaxsyn. So I recently just started reading The Alchemist. It shouldn't have taken me this long to read it. I started about a week and a half ago, but I already knew when I started it, I was really feeling it. And there's certain parts I hit and it's like, hold up. I gotta pause and just sit the book down, and then I end up taking a break and I don't get back to it till whenever. But on page 73, this isn't a spoiler for anyone who hasn't read it yet, but I'm just going to read one sentence. Because this is something that I when I read it, I put the book down and I was like, this book is for me. It's really speaking to me, and it did throughout the whole time. But when it hit this part, I'm like, yo. And I knew I was feeling it. I knew I was feeling this when I took out the pen and started writing in my book, because I don't write in my books. I will highlight. I never read out a highlighter. I will highlight and underline if I'm really feeling what it says, but I never just take out a pen and start writing. But the Englishman said, if I could, I'd write a huge encyclopedia just about the words luck and coincidence. It's with those words that the universal language is written. And I took my pen, I put the date that I read it, and I put hilarious because I don't believe in luck or coincidences. Jax. I don't. And it's not that I don't believe them. It's just they just don't exist. Now, for luck, it's as if for luck, my definition of luck is something that just so happened to be in your favor. Something that just so happened to work in your favor. You just so happen to get lucky, but I don't think anything just happens. In my definition of coincidence is something that just so happened to connect. Something that just so happened to intersect. 2 and 2 just so happen to make 4. But with coincidences, there's no power behind it. And that's why I really don't believe in it. There's no power in coincidences. And there's some sort of power in everything. You hear people say, oh, what a coincidence. And it's like, no, that was meant to happen. That was going to happen. That was supposed to happen, because everything's connected. And the funny thing is, you ask somebody, the next time I hear somebody say, what a coincidence, I'm going to ask them, what's a coincidence? To you, at least. What is a coincidence? How is this a coincidence? And they'll probably be like, really? Or you know what I mean? Or you don't know what a coincidence is, or you never heard that saying before. But the reason I do that is because I'm I want to know why people say the things they do. And just out of my curiosity, because I disagree. And I love a nice little debate, a healthy argument, but because I'm actually curious. Okay, you're saying, what a coincidence. What's a coincidence? How is this a coincidence? And it's crazy because there's so many things we say. And don't think about whether or not we agree with them or not. There's so many things we say and don't think about why we say it, or why we feel the way we do, if we really do agree with it or not, or if we're just saying it just to say it. One day I was out with a buddy and we were talking, and he said something that I just didn't agree with. So I made it clear, I don't really agree. Can you give me an example? He was giving me examples in his opinion. I asked him to give me an example to support his argument, but every example he gave didn't line up with what he was saying. And I kept asking questions like, well, that doesn't really make sense. Can you help me understand? And what I realized was that what he said, it was his opinion that just didn't make sense to me. What he said, I realized that he didn't even know why he was saying it. And I honestly feel like he said it just to say it, or maybe just because it sounded good. But I like to pick at people's minds. So that's the only reason I was questioning. He was like, oh, you're just trying to debate. And I really wasn't. I was just curious. Because I could tell, if you listen and you pay attention, if you question someone about something they say, with their answer, you'll be able to tell if they even know what they're talking about. And that's just what I wanted to talk about, because there's so many things we say that's like, do we even wait? Even me, like, there's so many things I might say. I'm just saying in general, because I'm sure we can all relate. There's so many things that we say, but if we take a step back and look and really think about it, it's like, wait, do I feel that way? Do I say that because somebody I respect said it and I just agree with them without really thinking about it? So it's really interesting how we kind of do that. But for example, actions speak louder than words. That's something I've always heard, and I used to say it, but it's something I don't agree with anymore. Because I thought about it, and I realized it just doesn't make sense. It's not like I said actions speak louder than words, and I was like, wait, do I agree? It's just over time with experience and different things that have happened, I'm like, wait. It's kind of like, who comes up with this stuff? Certain things are just like, okay, who was the first to say that? And because we just be making up words. Like, coincidence? Who came up with that? No, it's not a coincidence. It was meant to happen. It was going to happen. It connects it. And there's certain things that happen that will, like, the domino effect will have one thing turn into this, turn into that, turn into this. But they're still connected somehow. With coincidence, it's like, oh, snap. Those two, what a coincidence. It's just, whoa. Oh, my gosh. But it's like, certain things that happen, it's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, this really happened. But it's not, I don't think of it like, whoa, this is coincidence. I think of it like, whoa, that's crazy how this A, B, C, D, and E just connected with F, G, H, I, J. And you just think about, I like to think about like how it all started and how things connect. But anyways, I like seeing how things are connected, and I'm just running my mouth. But with actions speak louder than words, it's something that people say. And so I'm sure some people have great arguments to back up why they think actions speak louder than words, if they do. But I don't. Actions do not speak louder than words. And words do not speak louder than actions. They go hand in hand. They got to balance each other out. Say actions speak louder than words to someone whose love language is words of affirmation. I just want to use that example. It's like, if you're trying to show me with this and that you care about me, for example, but you're never expressing it with your words, and I know it's different for everyone, it just won't mean as much. So in that case, I wouldn't say, oh, well, I want you to only express it, because now I'm getting the words without action. It's just like they go together. They got to match up. Action, words, they go together. But yeah, even someone I talked to someone and they said, so you don't believe in coincidences? And they cut me off before I could finish explaining, trying to change the subject. Anywho, they were like, you don't believe in coincidences, but you believe in signs. Like, you get a sign from God or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in. And I said, yeah, I 100% believe in signs. And I wish they didn't cut me off. I just respected that. I kind of respected that it was like, okay, well, obviously we can't do a healthy little back and forth, because they weren't trying to by changing the subject. So there wouldn't be, it wouldn't be interesting and actually like have some substance in the conversation. So, but had they not changed the subject, I would have really wished I really would have asked them, because it's interesting how they connected coincidence and signs in their head, and just was like, oh, so you believe in coincidences and not signs? Because signs have so much power. Yes, I know I'm receiving signs all the time. All different kinds of signs. Things I need to know, think this, that, whatever. Signs from my grandparents, whatever it is. And yes, I just froze. But I think that was a good little 10-minute me running my mouth. I really hope you guys enjoy this video of me just talking. That's just a little bit about something that's been on my mind, something that I talk to myself about all the time. One of the many conversations I have with myself. But thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. And enjoy the rest of your day. And read the book.